Your morning news continues now on KTRH.
KTRH News Time is 6:16. Tom Lucero is a spokesman for the Gingrich campaign in Colorado. He joins me now. Tom, welcome to Houston's Morning News, sir.
Good morning, guys.
How are you, Tom?
Tired. We're actually an hour behind you in Colorado.
I know, and I'm very impressed that you're up early. But you guys got a lot of work to do today. You got the caucuses going on in Colorado. You are not on the ballot in Missouri. Are you looking to Minnesota to be a strong showing for Newt as well?
Well, it's funny you mentioned Missouri, Colorado, and Minnesota because it's much ado about nothing today. Missouri's show me primary, it doesn't count. In Colorado, we have a non-binding presidential straw poll tonight that the results get thrown in the trash can first thing tomorrow morning because we don't select our delegates until April 13th or 14th because we're a caucus state, and we select our delegates at the state convention. And Minnesota is exactly the same thing.
But, Tom, let's be honest. I mean, the momentum that you would get, even though this is a bit of a beauty contest, you're not going to get an argument from me there. The momentum that Romney would get should he win in Colorado, if Santorum should do well in Minnesota and Missouri, that keeps him in the race. So you got 70 delegates that I think will be awarded to the candidates, even though, as you say, officially they don't get awarded until later.
Correct. So the only momentum you're going to gain out of this is a little bit of a fundraising boost and maybe some momentum for a few days that get you teed up for Super Tuesday coming in March. And let's remember that a majority of the states are going to be participating in Super Tuesday or southern states, including Georgia and Texas. And so, and all of that plays nicely for Newt Gingrich. So, our goal is to come at it tonight to position our people around the state of Colorado to get themselves elected as delegates to go to the Florida convention in April. And Colorado has 36 delegates, and our goal is to get as many of those 36 delegates as possible.
All right, Tom, let's do this. Let's when we come back, let's talk about Texas. We still don't know when the primary is going to be. We hope it's April 3rd. It might be the week after that or the week after that. It might be the month after that. Let me ask you why Newt thinks that the road to the White House is through the state of Texas, and what happens if that primary gets moved. Tom Lucero, who is a strategist for the Gingrich campaign in Colorado, joins us this morning. Tom, I know you were glued to Lois's news headlines there, and along with the ovens cleaner in the eyes of the bandit. That's how we do things here in Texas, my friend.
Nice.
Let me ask you this. You also heard Lois do the story that we're not sure when that primary is going to be. We're still trying to nail that down. It is very stressful for us. Gingrich says the road to the White House through Texas. What happens if that primary is on April 3rd?
Well, that is a great question, Matt. And the good news about what's going on in March and what's going on right now is delegates are not winner take all. And as you know, we're still contesting the delegates down in Florida and hope that they will be proportionally awarded as they should be. So the longer we can stay in this race, the longer the delegates are diluted, it makes it more difficult for Romney to get the 50+1, and who knows, maybe we get down to Florida and we get to a brokered convention, because if Romney, all you have to do is look, Romney is still yet to really get that majority vote in the Republican Party. As long as it remains a plurality contest, it remains very difficult for him to get the delegates.
Well, let me ask you this, Tom, does Newt have the money to stay in this thing? I mean, does he have the money to get to March? Can he get to Texas April 3rd if the primaries hold up on that date?
Well, we know this. We know we can get to March. So, we gained some momentum. Obviously, Newt being from Georgia, he is going to do very well down there. He's going to do well in a lot of those southern states. And as you know, back to what we were talking a little while ago about, you get that perception out there that you've got some momentum and the money starts coming in the door.
All right. Well, so let me ask you this. Crystal ball time. He doesn't make it. He's got to drop out. Who does he throw his support behind? Romney?
Oh, wow. I don't know. I really don't know. I met the speaker yesterday in the state of Colorado for the very first time. What an amazing man. We got an opportunity to speak backstage together, just a brilliant, focused mind, and I appreciated our time together, but I can't even begin to imagine what's going on in that head, particularly if he ends up not winning.
All right, Tom, that's a fair answer to it. That is a non-answer to a tough question, but I'll take that. It is interesting. I've also had the opportunity to talk to the speaker on a few occasions. I hope to see him in the state of Texas. I hope to have him on the show. He's got an open invitation anytime he wants to come on. We'd love to have him here.
Well, I will let the campaign know that, and we're very grateful to have the greatest governor in the country right now on board with the Gingrich campaign. And, of course, we're talking about Governor Rick Perry.
Indeed we are. All right, Tom Lucero joining us from Colorado with the Gingrich campaign. Tom, thank you for your time this morning. We certainly do appreciate it.